Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Today, me and my friends are going to present our business proposal plan entitled Pisang Mas Plantation for our subject Principles of Wheat Science, AJR 3012. Next. I am NURUL NAZIHAH binti Muhammad Yusuf with matric number 201192 with all my friends, Cik Hafizah binti Cik Hassan 201297, NURUL NAJIAH binti Muhammad SHAIFUDIN 201216, Chan Jian Yong 201343, and Mior Ahmad Syukran bin Rozaman 201145. So, this business proposal consists of introduction, which include the plant and fruit description of Pisang Mas, and then the area selected for this plantation, some wheat species that grow in this area selected, and then the selected and unselected control method for the wheat, and lastly the cost for wheat management. So I will present the introduction of the Pisang Mas. Pisang Mas bananas, botanically classified as Musa acuminate, are one of the most popular banana varieties in Southern Asia. It is also known as ladyfinger bananas, sugar bananas, sucre, fig bananas, and date bananas. The Pisang Mas, translated from Malay as the golden banana. They are known for their unique small size, sweet flavor, and lack of discoloration when sliced. The Pisang Mas bananas are usually grown as single crops for export and local market. Locally, these cultivars are widely consumed fresh and can also be salted or caramelized as dessert topping. Next, I will explain about the plant description of Pisang Mas. This plant can grow at a height of 7.5 meter or 25 feet. It has a heavy root system which makes it resistant to wind damage. This plant also resistant to drought and black widow pest. Apart from that, these plants are available year-round, means that we can plant it whenever we want. Then the plant can grow to 6 to 8 months after planting and can yield an average yield of 12 kg per plant. Then I will explain about the fruit description of Pisang Mas. These fruit are small. The Pisang Mas fruit are small, squat and straight to slightly curved in shape, and averaging in 2 to 3 centimeters in diameter and 10 to 14 centimeters in length. The fruits are borne 12 to 20 fingers in each hand and typically have 10 to 14 hands per bunch. The peel or the skin of the fruits are green when immature and have a vibrant yellow color when ripe. The inner flesh is soft with golden yellow hue, just like the outer skin color, and the flesh is creamy. The flesh are creamy and smooth with a sweet honey-like taste and have fruity aroma when peeled. Apart from that, why we choose this crop, the Pisang Mas banana, is because the fruits of Pisang Mas are highly and always in demand. And then the fruits are well known for their sweet taste and smell, which are likable by almost everyone. And lastly, this plant required less management, yet can produce average high yield of 12 kg per plant for single planting or one season. That's all for me. I will let my friend Cik Hafizah to continue the presenting. Please, Cik Hafizah.
I will continue. My part is the selected area. For the climate is banana plants are suitable for cultivating at temperature between 20 until 32 degrees Celsius, with rainfall distribution between 1,000 until 3,000 millimeters. Moreover, before planting, we need to choose the suitable land for the banana plants. For the lands of banana plants can be grown in a variety of soil types, The soil we choose are moderately low with good drainage, with soil pH between 5.5 until 6.5. For the width of the area for the banana plants is we choose 1 hectare with the planting distance in the file is 2.5 meters times 2.5 meters. Can accommodate 1,603 per hectare. Next, this area is located at the Kampung Renek 22020 Jati Terengganu. We choose this place because this land actually inherit my father to me, and I look this place is suitable and strategic for planting banana plants. As we can see, this is an example sketch of banana plants area using square system. This is the most commonly used method and easy to lay out in the field. This system plant to plant and row distance in the same. The plants are the right angle to each other. Every unit of 4 plants forming a square. This system facilitates the interculture into direction after the orchard is planted. Using square system, easy to control width by handling nested sprayer or manual example weeding. Next. This picture show example of banana farm when we control width. I will pass the next slide to Yong.
So for the selected width control method, we have choose 3 types of width control method, which is the mechanical, cultural, and chemical control. So for the mechanical control, in the pre-planting stage, the mechanical control is applied by using a tractor during the early stage of land preparation, with only require one off of the application and able to slow down the weed growth together with the land clearing process. And the reason not applying any chemical process in this stage is because to limit the damage and the residue of chemical to the seedling, and also to reduce the cost of production. And during the stage or during the post-planting stage, the weed control is using the hook and the brush cutter. Apply for once a month manually and for the first 3 months of planting. For the early stage of planting, the mechanical control method is still carry on because it reduced this can help reduce the impact of the herbicide residue or the damage to the seedling at this early stage, and also help reduce the cost of production in herbicide. But for the mechanical control, there is no more tractor or tillage machinery activity in the post-planting stage. But the mechanical control is replaced with the manually weed control by using the hook or the brush cutter. The result of not using the machinery or the tillage mechanical control in this stage is because the soil tillage activity at this stage was not very suitable for the banana tree future growth. And also too much of the tillage activity will affect the soil structure and the strong root growth of the banana tree. And the banana tree will easily fall down or blow down by the wind or heavy rain if there is too much of the tillage activity at this stage of planting. So for the cultural control, a very simple cultural weed control is applied by using the prune banana leaf as the mulching after the pruning activity to minimize and slow down the weed growth. And this method also can help improve the soil fertility and help conserve the soil moisture. So next slide. And this is the example of the mechanical control and also the cultural control in the banana farm. So next. So for the chemical control is applied after 4 months of the planting. And the chemical control or the herbicide is applied every 2 months by using the common next sprayer. And the herbicide we are used is the systemic herbicide and the contact herbicide with the sum of the contact herbicide with some of the systemic action. The result of using the systemic herbicide is because for the post-planting management, the systemic herbicide is more effective and more recommended for the established plantation. Beside that, to prevent the herbicide resistance of the weeds in our plantation occur, the switching of two types of herbicide is applied, which use the glyphosate for the first season of planting and the flufosinate ammonium for the next season of planting. And this can help break down the resistant trait or the offspring of the weeds that have resistance through the herbicide we use. So next. And this is the type of herbicide we are using for plantation. The first one is the post-emergence non-selective systemic herbicide, and the second one is the post-emergence non-selective contact herbicide for the next season. And this is the calibration rate and the active ingredient in the herbicide. Next. And this is the example of the banana farm with minimal risk problem if we control the weed properly and effectively. So that's all for my part. Thank you.
Now I will move on to the unselected weed control method. Control method that we do not include is biological weed control. It is an action of parasite, predator, and pathogen to maintain another organism's population at lower average than would occur in their presence. Biological control approaches divide into two types, which is classical biological control and non-classical biological control. Classical biological control, a biological control agent is released into its new habitat to attack the target weed. Highly relies on subsequent generation of the biological control agent to suppress the weed species over a long period of time. Non-classical biological control involves mass rearing or periodic release of biological control agents to increase their effectiveness to immediately suppress the target plant. Next. So why we do not use the method? Firstly, generally slow, especially initially. It takes a lot of time and patience for the biological to work their magic on a pest population, whereas other methods like pesticide work provide immediate results. For the secondly, expensive at startup. While it is cheap in the long run, the process of actually setting up a biological control system is a costly endeavor. A lot of planning money goes into developing a successful system. Next, does not completely destroy the target pest. The biological control is unpredictable. It is unpredictably lies mostly in the fact that natural enemies are dependent on the environmental conditions. Next, the potential agents are expensive to test for specificity. Host specificity testing may take many years to complete because of the need for trueness. Lastly, biological control can be fickle. Although you cannot control whatever natural enemy, you set laws in an ecosystem while it is supposed to manage one pest. Your predator will switch to a different target. They may decide eating your crops instead of the insect infecting them. But when introduce a new species to the environment, there is a risk of disrupting the natural food chains. Next, I will pass to Syukran.
Okay, thank you to Najiah. Okay, now I will present my part. That is the cost of the our project. So the raw material and labor cost. So the methods that include in the raw material and labor cost are such as land preparations that include land cleaning, lining, drainage, and hold. Next labor, and then the seedling. Then glyphosates, the herbicides that we use, and glufosinate and ammoniums. And then the to prevent the disease, so we use Sulbacti bravo to prevent the Mako disease from spread in the farms. So the total cost of all of these raw material and labor costs are RM 8,450 ringgit. Then the equipment cost. So the equipment and tools that we have decided to use in our farms are hoe, brush cutter, machete, common knapsack sprayer, facial, chemical protection aprons, glove, and rubber boots. So the total cost of all of these equipments are RM 700 ringgit and 742 ringgit. Then the operation cost. The operation cost that the methods that include in this operation costs are such as water, fuel, and telephone bills. So the total cost are RM 400 ringgit. Then the total cost for weight management, the methods that we use that include in this weight management are such as glyphosates, glufosinate ammoniums, brush cutter, machete, and common knapsack sprayer. So the total cost of this material total 700 ringgit and 74 ringgit. 764 ringgit. I'm sorry. Okay, so next are the overall cost for weight management for our project. So the methods that include in this overall cost of weight management are raw material and labor, equipment cost, and operation cost. So when total up all of these costs, it will be RM 9,557 ringgit. Then this is the estimation of profit that we gain for one season for the first startup of our farms. So the gross profit, profit that we gain are 48,000 and 43 ringgit. Okay, I think that's all from me. I will pass to Nurul Nazihah.
Okay, thank you to Syukran and all my group members. That's it for our business plan proposal. I hope user can consider and look forward to our business plan. And thank you for lending your ears and time. That's all from us. Thank you.